Zdravím všechny, co se jim kanál, tady ze Stresa, vítejte u dalšího pokračování našeho dobrodružství v Genshinu. V minulém díle jsme pokročili přes další velkou událost do dalšího stage, so to speak. A začneme ten stage sidequestů. Sidequestem, který je lokalizovaný tady, minimálně předpokládám. Protože side story quest, který budeme adresovat nyní, je Sangonomiya Kokomi at long last. Sangonomiyan side story quest je konečně na řadě. Já Sangonomiyu totálně zbožňuji. A to, že jsem jí dostal mezi tím, co jsem byl na začátku plnění věcí pro Liwe, jak bylo celkem jakože hodně velká náhoda. A mohl jsem se s ní seznámit hodně brzo. Takže ji tu teďkon máme. A je tu. Přibylo tu. Pom. A warrior's dream like spring grass renewing. That's my sightseeing. The war is over, and you have received a letter from Kokomi saying that Watatsumi Island is going to hold a victory feast that she would like you to attend. However, when you arrive on Watatsumi Island, you find that not all is right with the world. Je to 360 metrů tamhle. Stop dancing. Máme tu sebou pro dnešek Yunjin. Uvidíme, jak dlouho vydrží, než si ji změním nevyhnutelně. Hodně velká proximita. Lumina and Paimon arriving to the island. Na kraji ostrova, ne někde ve vesnici nebo uvnitř. Jo, když jsme to byli, jednou. Když to říkáš takhle, tak určitě bude následovat v blízké budoucnosti někdo z té rezistence. Akorát ten náš favorite buddy kamarád umřel před našimi očima, což Lumina z toho chytila rapl, což bylo hodně impressive to see. Musím někdy rewatchnout, abych si to zase osvěžil v paměti. No jinak s pár lidma jsme se potkali. Let's saunter in.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture.
Já, on je taky ukraj, jak shodím do backgroundu.
We could split into two teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run.
Proč stojí v křoví? Proč se celá její konverzace odehrává uprostřed křoví?
Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Řekl něco jiného, než mu říkají titulky. Pozor.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Enter me.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Wow! Jako Sango, jako Kokomi, vole, má jasnovědectví za opaskem. Like, what the hell?
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Hi, tady je pomoc.
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
Here to lend a hand, as always.
that's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time.
We're just in time, Lumina.
Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2 teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
You don't say. Jo. Fatuji 90 proti téhle sestavě. Docela se bojím. Whatever. You have to try. Mám zase hromadu těch věcí z těch daily loginů. Okay. Trošku vyčerpám.
You'll get frostbite. Frost.
Strike is one.
Já nesnáším toho Flamenwerfera, vole, ledovýho. Vím, že je to ironicky opačný, ale Flamenwerfer je vžitej do našich vokabulárů.
By royal decree. And stop.
It's showtime!
This was well done.
Allow me. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Není to někde z asist, protože s touhle sestavou prostě nemám šanci. Já potřebuji někoho ohnivýho, protože jinak je tam ten týpek v podstatě nesmrtelný. A na toho by taky to ohnivý. Na oba dva tam ty potřebují ohnivý. A s touhle sestavou možná sundám jenom tohodle ohnivýho.
Oz, reveal thyself. Observe. You're grasping out.
Attaboy! Never underestimate a noni.
Ohniváka jsem dostal, ale tyhle dva jsou v podstatě nesmrtelný.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Observe. Break a leg.
Attaboy! Oni coming through! Bam!
Jo, i to má jako jediný decent enough damage. Což Kokomi taky, ale ta má jenom anti-fire specifický damage. Na kohokoliv jinýho. Prostě nope. Prostě na tohohle sráče, který je elektrický a já proti němu nic neudělám. Ať to dělám Yunjin. Do it. Druhá vlna. Jenom tu první vlnu jsem teďkon dělal asi tak 10 minut. Ne, to je... Musím si dát zpátky něco efektivního, ale něco trošku jiného. Tam nahráme Yoimiho a Tigarnária.
I hear everything.
Fuse is lit. Allow me.
I'm not finished my
on.
research.
To není ještě úplně vycvičený na maxima. Je žer tohle.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Teďkon zase pro změnu byla vyražena Yoimiya.
Can't see.
Shine down.
No slacking off.
Ten tvůj elektroshield je hrozně otravný.
In Shroud, I'll uproot you.
Torn to oblivion.
Haha. Both yes.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
5 more volumes.
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence.
Yeah, how's everyone doing?
Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life.
Good.
About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we can find her, Goro?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
A to byl intro. To byl cold open tohleto celý, vole. Dracena Solemnia, Act 1. Ask the soldiers. Kdyby reálně viděli, s kým tam přicházím, tak by možná byli trošku šokováni. Yeah, oh, hi. Hi, Danjiro.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish too. But I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
I've heard people are a bit on edge these days. Do you know anything about that?
On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. What?
Okay. To je všechno, co od tebe potřebuji slyšet, to se mi nemusí říkat. Tell Raiden Shogun your information.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something?
I heard people are feeling unsettled at the moment.
Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to act.
You said that I need to ask him. Já jsem se nemusel ptát. Ask. Tady jste dva. Dvě hlavy jsou lepší než
I don't
jedna.
understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Bude to součást věci, kterou si užijeme? To by bylo zajímavý, u toho bych chtěl být.
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there,
Damn.
what you talking about?
Captain, you're back.
I'm here for the victory feast.
Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace
Damn.
talks could have been her idea.
Wow. Jako, je to hodně funny, ale je to hodně true. No, to je v podstatě, součástí toho, proč je to pro mě tak funny, protože to je taková pravda. A je to trošku jako weird, jestli to slyší, jestli to prostě jenom říkají přímo před ní a prostě před Luminou a prostě... Mám jí to říct? Ne. Prostě říct mi co. Closest advisors, yeah? A to, že to by klidně mohlo být můj nápad, tak Luminin nápad, takže proč, že to netrashtolkovat před ní. Jo, trashtolkovat takovýhle věci před Luminou není dobrý nápad.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there.
To je všechno, co tebe třeba slyšet.
Reporting in, Captain.
If you're looking for her...
A jenom opakuju poslední lineu. Už to potuluje i pár miniquestů. Teď někdy časem udělám.
We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island.
Ok, takže čím víc se blížím k vesnici a ke Kokomi, tím víc jsou ty gardi víc angry a míň subtle v tom tajemství. Takže tam ti si to šuškali a jakž tak jsme to neslyšeli, tyhle ti to prostě to řvou na tohohle týpka. Přímo před náma. Ok, tak teď si to asi dovíme.
I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here.
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away!
Hold on.
Wait!
Lumina a Kokomi ze obou stran prostě.
Kokomi, there you are! Something's going down over here. You should...
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryo Commission behind the scenes.
Je to suspicious, ale nemáš technicky vzato žádný právo mu něco udělat, protože nemáš žádný hmatatelný důkaz. Máš jenom podezření, ale tam můžeš mít podezření na milion různých lidí.
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath. In and out. Better?
Yeah,
Matsuda,
I'm good.
Ichimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course! I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First, I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you?
On the way here, we ran into some Fatui.
So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did,
Pravda?
it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commissioner colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But
Měl bitku s Raiden Shogun. Takže jako...
accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail.
Kujo-Sara a Kokomi hostováno, nebo lokace vybrána Kamisato klanem.
But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved.
Ne. Ayaka a ani Ayato by do toho absolutně nešli.
Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence.
A.k.a. půjdeme hledat tím směrem, který jste ukázal vaše trade goods. Pokud tam nebudou, budete mít sakra problém.
However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
Howdy, soldier. For the time being, at least, we are in peacetime.
Ty ses opravila na Soldier Talk, tak jak I'm gonna go with it.
Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
Thank you.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Tak, teleport tady, to mělo být nahoře, ano. Nahoře. Uj.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
We blast our way in.
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
What does the grand strategist have in mind?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though.
That will depend on our assessment of our own ability. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves.
Můžeme vystřelit Jeep. No, já bych mohl vystřelit Jeep. Ale technicky za to realisticky tu ani jeden z nás není bow user, takže by to bylo lehce fourth wall breaking, ale...
If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option?
You know what? Jakožto vášnivý hráč a velký enjoyer Assassin's Creed série. Jestli je nějaká možnost, že bude nějaký sneak time, tak takenu ten gunpowder plot.
It seems that you share my strategic sensibilities. This is my preferred tactic. It places us in the least amount of danger. Let's work together to give them the surprise of their lives.
See? Even Kokomi agrees with me. Jak mi ji dal jako trial, ale jelikož jí tam jsem měl v té grupě, tak prostě mi to akorát přeházeli. Jo, kde mají ty gunpowder keg? Tamhle jsou nějaký, ale cinematiky ukázal tam. Já, tamhle jsou. I could do this.
The explosion was roughly the size I expected. Hopefully we've given them a fright.
Have a load of this! Let's move. Have a load of this.
There is no escape.
Let's move.
Fuse is lit.
You can't run. Well, have a load of this. Don't be a killjoy.
Je prostě o co jistě.
Shine down.
You can't run. Well, try.
No, škoda.
Well met.
There is no escape.
put you on high heat.
No tak. Jako vážně mě nedovolej je prostě sneaknout. Já prostě takticky si sundám z high groundu, kde na mě nemůžou. A hra prostě, ne, my dáme nesmrtelnost. Really? Jsem hluboce zklamaný v tobě, hro. Že se pouští Xkem a ne Cčkem, mě docela adepta. Jo, ne. Aspoň tohodle jsem sneaknul, aniž bych v podstatě dostal ráno. Ty Garnery z těch Hiffy má 800 damage, což na level 40 není až tak špatný. Nějak jsem mu aspoň trošku vyleveloval. Tady zatím nemá nic.
Can't see. Huh.
An unfortunate fault.
I hear everything. One with the forest.
Let's move.
Fuse is lit. Here come the fireworks.
Have a load of this. Get careful.
Illusion shattered.
No a to něj dosáhne, jo? To její Ečko jako docela dosáhne daleko do explozí. Nope.
You haven't seen the last of us. You can't run.
Fire hazard. Rusty, rebuild.
Killjoy. We've only just begun. You can't run.
There is no escape.
Enshroud.
Don't be a killjoy.
Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Let's nip that in the bud. One with the forest.
That seemed to work.
Allow me. Billowing surge.
Ten tvůj štít je hrozně otravnej. Výborně.
Now
Jenom ten initial blast, to je třetinu. Yeah.
Excellent work.
Ale jeden Shogun to potáhla.
To your genius tactics.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
No.
Hey!
No, you
must
didn't.
Admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time.
Jako mají tu vyvěšený vlajky se svým logem, tak to jako laying low moc není.
What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission?
S nima pravděpodobně ne, ale s Kamisatokolenem absolutně ne.
Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right, time to take.
Shush. Shush, peanuts.
Hey, look here. Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. So these are the Fatui food supplies?
Is that a Fatui food supplies?
This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too deep. Kokomi, we found the merchant's stuff. Look.
She's thinking.
I see.
What are you thinking?
Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right.
Those are A stolen goods, not necessarily the.
Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we?
Jo!
Doesn't feel right.
Takových lidí je desítky, stovky, tuny. Je tuna lidí, který prostě si syslej věci, aby pak vás mohli obrat o peníze. To je prostě realita. Jako, i když zastavíme tohodle jednoho volet Samfrlíka, tak prostě existuje desítky jiných lidí různě po Inazumě, který ho nahradí.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything.
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Aww.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
She's sleepy.
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace.
Shush. Give them a cargo bag. Aspoň se portnu na kopec. Ují. Whoop. Whee.
My goods! You got them back! Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see? I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what?
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue.
Wow.
Brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute, but...
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency...
If I may.
Maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
Sure. Am I allowed in?
Watatsumi Island observes different
Oh, Lumina je skoro
customs from the
mrtvá.
rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
She's faster. God damn it. Ona je rychlejší než já.
It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently.
Zkrátka.
Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared.
Já myslím, že to je přesně, jak to funguje.
If we reconcile with them, The god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, it's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... We should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you.
So we get it.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this.
Jo, obzvláště když jsi sem naběhla, jako bys jí hledala.
Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the shrine selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands.
I hate it.
I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Celá armáda přichází.
I'm glad you're here. As you know,
My se odsud nepohneme.
has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish too?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time.
After several of these chats,
Are you alright?
this is testing my patience.
Me too. It does get pretty annoying.
Your Excellency, here you are.
Tohle je Shrine Maiden, ta pracuje přímo pro tebe, to je omluvitelný.
There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
Teďkon má meeting, poté co už je tak docela mrtvá.
That's today? Right now?
Yes! Do you see a problem? Možná, že nemáš na to tak energii, že by to mohlo být kompromitováno, nebo jak je to slovo?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time. Well, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food.
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow!
Well, pokračujeme v cestě, I guess. Wait till midday. Okay. Oh, Sangoperli. Guess who needs them for leveling up? Okay, but it's just close, no. Close, protože to teprve teďkon zrovna bylo. Kolik to bylo? 10 až 12. Tak to dám takhle na 9:30. Ah, god damn it. Misclick. No, čekám na správném místě. Sice nemám být na budově, ale na trávě před ní, ale ok.
Kokomi isn't here yet.
Tohle jsou teprve schody.
That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer.
A to nemůžem počkat nahoře na těch schodech. After an hour.
How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble?
V jejím vlastním paláci.
Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Já, můžeme přejít. Mně se nechce chodit těch 5 metrů k němu.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Rain check.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
Head south towards the tree. And hop, hop, hop.
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere.
No, tady v tom middle of nowhere.
Doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive?
Oh, hi. Má takovýhle secret nest. What? Secret girl cave. Ooh. Neat. I like it.
Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things
nespí
ready for the
náhodou?
victory feast today. What happened?
Vypadá, že je trošku utahaná.
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
Že by první, kdo by onemocněl?
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor.
No. It's
No.
nothing like that. It's just my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy?
No.
It's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as.
Oh, everyone was asking so much of you yesterday. I could sense dealings were getting to at that point.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor.
Chtěla být advisor, ale pak se stal tak dobrým advisorem, že prostě byla lepší než kdokoliv na celém ostrově, tak to rovnou vzala lead. No, to je, když studujete tak moc, že prostě jste šoupnutý do velení a prostě go.
Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process.
Kdyby měla MP3 s military strategiema, to by byl její dream. MP3 jako se k tomu jednou dostane ještě nějaký čásek, takže jako s tím budeš hodně muset počkat.
I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Where did I put it?
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
You
Aww.
do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Yeah, let's tell him. Investigate her secret base. Cook.
Whoa, look at all these petitions. So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet. Let's try to get that book and help her.
To budu skipovat čím dál víc, abych to urychlil. Že tohle je totálně...
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted?
Wow. Ona si čísluje svoji energii? No, si napsala note o mě. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read it. Si to pročtu. Můžete když tak skipnout dopředu, těch 5 minut plus minus. Mezi tím, co to budu číst nakonec, protože je to celkem obvious, ale pro formu, protože jsem přečetl takovýhle věci vždycky. Today I spent the entire afternoon arguing with representatives from the Merchant Association. -4 energy. Many things must still be settled. I need to ensure that they allow the goods to flow smoothly, but I must make sure that their money is made through legal means. Today I finished a hard day's worth of work. Energy -3. I'll have to write up another batch of directives tonight. Hopefully this won't go on too late. I still need to perform an inspection tomorrow. The wind is very strong outside. -2 energy. It seems like it will rain soon. I can only hope that the waves aren't as rough, and those who go out fishing can return safely. News of the peace talks reached us today. Energy +2. An end to this war will surely make everyone on Watatsumi Island happy, won't it? Today we received word that the Tenryo Commission might be colluding with the Fatui. Energy -5. Even I'm struggling to understand what's going on. Swordfish 2's captain came back today. Energy positive 4. We tacitly agreed not to speak of Tepe, and no one spoke of those who sacrificed their lives during the war. This peace was far too hard fought. Lots of people spoke to me today again, like always. Energy negative 3. Looking at their earnest faces, I can't help but think back to the time I took up the post of Divine Priestess. Have I really lived up to their expectations all these years?
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy plus 4.
That's just,
We saw nothing.
Here.
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
O. No, píše si myšlenky a hodnotí své myšlenky, ta bedna mě tam mate.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand. Well, let's take it.
Yeah, let's take it over. Nebudeme diskutovat nad tím, jak chytáme knihu nosemi.
Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
Act to the plan and plan the situation. Or attack where the enemy is weak. Emerge when the enemy is blind.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
Thank you. You read Kokomi her favorite military book. Jako by to nikdo z nás nečekal, že když je takhle ospalá a přečteme jí něco uspokojivého, že potom neusne. Ale možná je to přesně to, co chtěla. What are we gonna do, Lumina?
Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do.
Let's let her rest. Oh, let's let her rest for a while.
You sure that's a good idea?
Ale to potřebuje. Jestli ji zbudíme uprostřed spacího cyklu, tak bude cítit stejně hrozně, jako když šla spát. To mluvím ze zkušenosti. Takže i když je to shitty, jako i když je to špatná situace a máte něco v programu, tak buď se smíříte s tím, že budete na tu část programu ospalí, anebo prostě riskujete, že to zaspíte, ale budete stávat odpočatí a energičtí. To je prostě ta mince.
She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests.
Avoid disaster.
No.
Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Did you see?
No. We took a break together with Kokomi for a while.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Aw.
Yep,
You were adorable.
It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there.
Aw.
Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy. Good to have you back.
+3. Což je dost na tak 2 negativní konfrontace. Go to the site of the victory feast. You know what? Už mě štveš. Oof.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you're gonna...
Wow, jednou se píkneme na to a pak teď jí to necháme sežrat.
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Kokomi walks by the banquet fire and gives a speech.
Welcome, everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
Towards the end of the party?
Seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure.
Doufám, že tato side story extendne na ty peace talks, protože není možný, aby si to Lumina nechala uniknout. Get nearby crowd. Nemůžu ke komukoliv?
With me around, no one would dare try any funny business.
Já, specifický lidi.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya.
Anything new to report?
Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly...
Come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks.
Hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information.
Sounds promising. Let's go.
Whoa. That guy is acting weird. Why are you acting weird?
This guy smells of booze.
to vysvětlovalo. Můžeme jít dál.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Ale technicky vzato je to pravda.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance?
Warriors will?
You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Ugh, this guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
Sure. It's not like we can lose.
We'll see about that.
Done.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you.
Jo, ty seš nalitej.
You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us?
Join us? Join you with what?
We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui. It didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
Well, it just boils down to you fighting.
Yeah, everything you said just now was pure. Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person. But how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do?
That's the point.
This is really serious.
Why so serious? You'll need an ace in the hole.
A few things. The whole thing about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Oh, minus bit.
This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozen means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Oh. I see how it is. To je docela concerning. Jo, to by bylo hodně jednoduchý vyvolat agresivitu v tomto settingu.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert.
Takže ho musíme identifikovat a prostě mu vysvětlit, že jestli něco zkusí, tak dostane po hlavě.
It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryou Commission's guards and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again.
Jo, protože ta druhá strana neví, že to je nějaký rozkol nebo civil, i kdyby tam byl prostě civil war, o který nikdo neví, tak oni je vidí jako součástí ty její strany, tak v podstatě, když oni zaútočí na ně, tak celá její frakce zaútočí na ně v podstatě, takže oni můžou jenom ve svý jednotce můžou zatáhnout celou její zemi do války, když budou chtít.
Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Jít za těma gardama at the site a vysvětlit to.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Kokomi rushes back to the shrine and the victory feast continues without a hitch. Ping! 10 to 12 next day! Yee!
Well, the peace talks are upon us.
Yes!
How do you feel? Prepared? Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes.
Cool.
I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Ale já si to potřebuji ještě přečíst.
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand?
Of course. I also want the peace talks to succeed.
Excellent. Okay.
Time to head off. We know. Go. Tatarasu na ostrovek přesně uprostřed. Takže si vylezeme na tyhle ten mega velký cliff face. Změníme partu one more time. Ať tam máme luminu. Je to vůbec přístupný? Jako to bariéra. Je kolem tebe bariéra? Ne. Další elektrokulus k dobru. Wow. Ale chtěli mě potrestat. Není mrtvá. Tohle se odehrává po obou Raiden Shogun příbězích, který se odehraje po hlavním plotu, takže tohle je chronologicky potom, co dostala přes držku od Raiden Shogun. Což bylo naposledy, co jsme ji kanonicky viděli. Je jich tu 6.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
I am here as a witness.
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the proceedings. She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it.
They begin their tit-for-tat piece.
The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce.
Já očekávám, že ty, co chtějí válku, prostě, co mají ten secret plot, že prostě zvolají Objection! Ale jedna věc, co mě napadla teďkon, když tam nemlčí pauzičku, je úplně možný, že Kujo-Sara má stejný komplot na její straně. Protože oni si procházeli tou stejnou válkou z druhé strany. A věci, které se dějou ve válce, kterým si prošli ti její vojáci, který mají ten komplot, tak oni jako mají taky kamarády, který umřeli a jsou z toho naštvaný. Takže je úplně možný, že to Objection se zvolá z jedné ze dvou stran nebo z obou najednou. Jsem lehce nervózní, ale for the sake of the video, I have to continue.
Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum!
Yep.
Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough
There we go.
already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrade,
There we go.
Never trust the Kujo. Let's get them.
Oh, mega cinematic. Okay. Je přísám. Mezi tím listuje. Já mu říkám, že to měli v plánu obě strany. Karti obou stran to určitě měli v plánu. Všichni stojí a nikdo nic neříká. Ani slovo. Jo, sednou si jako kdyby seděli celou dobu. Jak prostě chce říct hold off, jako hold off on that, ale prostě ještě tam zakomponuje fakticky která z těch direktiv to je. Prostě the last one, by the way.
Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
Já říkám, že oni mají to je na obou stranách. Exchanging looks.
Speak. Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
Yeah, what did they want out, by the way?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo Tsara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Hey, whose side you're on? They calmly complete the follow-ups.
Never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander.
On je takový všeuměl.
I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Yep, you're fucked. Vy dostanete tak nařezáno. Prostě takovej přesnej, ten přesnej tón, který prostě naznačuje, vy jste v takových problémech, že jedno jediné slovo a nařezávám hned na místě. Prošli jsme pistolkama, jak jsem doufal.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness, either way. We are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare...
Nothing. Come on.
That as of today,
smile.
I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency.
Ten bude totálně confused, že what the fuck are you doing here?
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
Sure. Sice tam budu muset dojít. Boop.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more.
How's your energy levels?
Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time.
Aw. You did a very good job.
Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realized now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go. But that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time.
Yeah, she said it.
In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
Aww. Sure. Let's see some Lumnia Act 1 complete. Well, that is all. Initial intrigue, pak Victory Feast a nakonec Peace Talks. Ale je fakt, že lidi od Kokomi si to vymysleli, ale náhodou vymysleli přesně to, co probíhalo od Kujo-sary týpku. Že prostě vymysleli si přesnej mini komplot, který oni tam měli probíhanej. To, že se prostě takhle na random trefili, mě totálně dostává, ale na druhou stranu jsem to čekal, protože to tím směrem směřovalo. Takže asi tak. Konce jsem se to nedostal achievement, což je asi první. Já už nezvěděl, takže to budeme mít tady. Tady je katalog všeho, co jsme dodělali. Here she is. Sangonomiya Kokomi complete. Warrior's dreams like spring grass renewing. Nope. No, tak by bylo všechno. Jsme tím úspěšně prošli. Bylo to hodně zajímavý. Byla to side věc, ale byla to totálně jedna z těch side věcí, která se logicky v konfliktu, jako je tenhle, prostě eventuálně stane bokem a jsem hrozně rád, že jsem toho mohl být součástí, jakože že jsem mohl witnessnout, jak to proběhlo. Že prostě že pistolky se někdy musely stát a že prostě to je actual event, který prostě byl součástí prostě Kokominina side questu, prostě uvnitř toho zakomponovaný. Prostě vím, prostě byla to jedna z věcí, kterou jsem měl v hlavě, že are we gonna see it? A sure enough, uvidíme to. No, viděli jsme to už minulý čas. Takže byl jsem velmi nadšený hned, jak jsem to slyšel a bylo to velmi super. Takovej side story arc. Jo, co tě jako filler arc, který je zajímavý. Prostě není to Archon quest ani nic, co se tomu blíží, ani Fatui quest nebo tak nějak, ale je to jedna z těch nejzajímavějších side story typů věcí, prostě pistolk mezi dvěma frakcema velkýma. Prostě what's not to love? I když ten začátek, kdy jsme prostě šli s Kokomi nebo za Kokomi na několik míst a vždycky jsme museli povídat s hromadou lidí, který možná něco ví, nebo neví, pak možná něco tam je, nebo ne, ok, tak tam možná něco je. Prostě prodírat se těma věcma, to bylo takový jakože klasičtější side story stav, který většinou očekávám, ale pak druhá půlka tohodle byla naprosto prostě od toho Victory Feastu dál. V podstatě od té její Secret Cave dál. Protože jako má prostě Secret Hideout, který je, myslím, tady hned za mnou. Je hodně schovaný. Kdyby tu nebyla tady ta bedna, prostě for some reason, by to bylo víc schovaný. Tady je prostě... Tady je prostě celý její hideout v téhletý cave a prostě tu má svůj odpočinkový spot. Prostě od téhle druhé půlky dál prostě to už bylo prostě hodně exciting. Jsem byl zase nadšený. Energie pozitivních 3. jak by napsala Kokomi. Any case by byl moje souhrn na hodnocení toho, co jsme si prošli. Příště budeme dál side storyovat dalším blokem side věcí, než se eventuálně dostaneme k dalšímu big story checkpointu. A teďkon za pár dní pro mě nastane eventová smršť nebo nějaká special reward time smršť různých věcí, takže během následujících pár dílů možná tam budou součástí toho eventy, jestli budou mít nějakou arénovou část nebo dungeonovou část, tak se to tam může objevit a za středně dlouhou dobu, plus minus, můžete čekat druhý kolo Lantern Ride Festivalu, pokud si vzpomínáte, tak je to věc, která už proběhla. A byl to sestřih z několika dní, jak jsem to procházel, vždycky, když byl čas, tedy až na první blok toho videa, kdy jsem si myslel, že to vejdu do jednoho videa, nakonec to má tak 5 hodin a půl, prostě má 5,5 hodiny, to celý, a to ne proto, že bych někde chodil nebo otálel, to byl, to byl už sestřih, jako kdybych z toho dělal compilation všech dialogů, tak i ten compilation všech dialogů měl 5,5 hodiny, takže bylo to napěchovaný a teď bude druhý Lantern Ride s více postavami a co jsem slyšel menší rumors, tak menší international shindig by se mohlo stát. Takže jedna věc, kterou já chci vidět ze všeho nejvíc, obecně v téhle hře, co se týče story a postav, tak chci, aby probíhal international meeting, prostě jedna postava z téhle země navštíví tuhle zemi a my se s ní střetneme. Třeba někdo z Mondstadu jde na výlet do Liyue anebo do Sumeru a my je v Sumeru potkáme a půjdeme spolu projít pár věcí. Prostě přesně takovéhle věci prostě chci vidět a neviděl jsem je, nebo neviděl jsem je ve velkých měřítkách, nebo kdyby tam byly, tak jako třeba Noel, když zašla do Liyue, tak to bylo malá součást hangoutu a mluvila jenom s pár místníma a jedním guardem, takže to nebylo až tak hifi. By to chtěl jako minimálně jako side story quest, prostě jako celý side story quest nebo hodně velký event jako tenhle, prostě aby to adresnul. Prostě international adventure, což jsou součást, což mi potvrzuje tyhle ty rumors, že by na nich něco mohlo být, je její outfit, protože její outfit je velmi určitý a ten její popis toho její outfitu je, že to je její cestovní outfit, když je někde na výletě. Takže já jenom přemýšlím, na výletě, jo? Hodně těch outfitů, ne každý outfit, co existuje momentálně, tak existuje, protože byl součástí nějakého questu, sidequestu nebo eventu, kde se prostě objevil jako součástí prostě toho. Takže jestli Ayaku někde potkáme, někdy v jiný zemi, při něčem, tak jako se z toho asi zblázním radostí, protože to je jeden z mých snů pro tuhle hru prostě. Takže hodně se těším. No, ale než se tu zapovídám do nekonečna a ještě dál, tak se přelodíme na druhou kolej a to je Wish ending. Protože samozřejmě tohleto děláme tradičně a někdy to video skončit musí a protože už mám takový feel, že jsem ze sebe vyplavil všechno potřebný a důležitý, že dál budu jenom mluvit do kolečka o ničem, jak to většinou dělám, protože takový jsem. Takže je to side story quest, i když takový důležitější, no o důležitý postavě. Takže dáme jeden tady a možná 2, když ten jeden bude neúspěšný. A když to bude takový mech, tak dám druhý tady. Tak jo. Jo, vlastně. Jedna věc, co jsem si uvědomil. Pokud jste zapomněli jako já, my tak v minulém díle jsme získali Alatima zázrakem. Prostě jsme byli giftnuti tímhletím 5-starovým týpkem. Takže že nemusí, absolutně se to nestane, protože se to nikdy nestalo, ale kdyby náhodou 0,01% šance vyšla v efekt, tak když už, tak si hodíme tady Xiaof druhý banner. Což ve výsledku je mi absolutně volný, protože mě záleží na těch 3 postavách na boku tohohle banneru, který tu stojí v řadě. A oni jsou alfa omega veškerých věcí, co jsou on my mind. A můžeme rollnout. Nebudu rollovat milionkrát jenom protože je chci a jenom protože je nedostanu, určitě. Protože nedostanu tu novou nebo Yunjin, která dostane velký boosty, když ji dostanu na její konstelaci. Jednou to rollnu a co se stane, tak se stane. Jestli se dostanu zase rockerku, tak už někoho praštím. Tak. Let's see what we got gifted by RNGesus. 4. 5. 6. Prosím, Chingling. Prosím, Chingling. Yes! Yes! Je to tam. I'll sneak a pick. Yes! Děkuji. Děkuji. Mysnul jsem 4kový předtím, ale tentokrát ne. Jo, vítej v týmu. A nějaký menší drobnosti. Yes! Gap jo. Což znamená, že spokojenost meter byl naplněn, takže už jsem spokojen a nemusíme tu nic dělat. Tady máme dost financí, aby jsme si boostli Wishball tady o jeden, ten zbývající. Tady zatím nič. Ují! Jo. Zase se uděláme souhrn, jak to většinou postav bývá. Jo. 6.3. Taky blízko. Affiliation. Streetward Rambler's Abode. Vision Dendro. Ostmantus. Streetward Rambler's youngest disciple. A gentle and caring little adult. Zajímavý je, že pokud se zaměříte na ten její styl, tak je občanka Liyue, takže je to Liyuejský Streetward Ramblers Guild. Takže je to celá nějaká gilda pravděpodobně, kterou jsme tam vůbec nepotkali za celou tu dlouhou dobu, co jsme tam měli hodně věcí. Takže tady si to kliknu. Yep. No. A další malou holku do týmu. A má oštěp. Takže ji budu nesnášet. Jej. Jej, I hate it. Fuck my life. Well, uvidíme, jaký má skilly. Třeba se zařadí mezi ty nadprůměrný forstary, anebo se stane druhým Tomou. Nebo se stane ho druhým Tomou a bude stejně jako on zaprášený brou. Normal tak je nazývaný toss and turn. OK. Normální spíste se launch for jak to většinou bývá, nic speciálního se tady neděje. Rychlej skill, Rafanus Sky Cluster. Closban Yueugi, a special device created by certain adeptus to help you solve problems. OK. Ne jakož je certain adeptus, který nám poslal mailem ptáčka z origami papíru, který žije, tak mám docela tip na tom, který adeptus to byl. This skill will be used differently whether paused or thrown. Hold enters aiming mode to adjust the throw direction. Jo, takže je to něco jako má Amber tu svoji panenku, že když to holdnete, tak je to něco jiného, ale je to jenom aiming. Yugi throwing mode. Throw the white jade radishes that will explode upon hitting opponents, dealing dendro damage to opponents within an AoE, and healing characters with the same AoE based on Yaoya's max HP. Čím víc ona má HP, tím víc to healne. If a radish does not hit anything, the radish will remain where it is and explode on contact later. Takže takový prostě jenom movement senzorový mini. A nebo prostě, když duration expire, tak prostě vybuchnou i tak. Throwing mode will choose its radish throw targets. If all nearby characters have more than 70% HP remaining, then it will throw the radish at a nearby opponent. If nearby characters have 70% or less, it will throw the radish at the character with the lowest HP percentage. If no opponent exists nearby, you will also throw white jade radish at the characters with more than 20 or less than 100 remaining, and to throw radishes into the area at random. To je hodně komplikovaný. Jako, čtu to, ale je to jako když vlak se chce rozjet, ale má před sebou zarážku. Prostě... What? Maximum of 2 instances of throwing mode game can exist at any one time. Ultina, ta nemůže být tak komplikovaná, že jo? Vůbec to není nový charakter a vůbec to není dendro charakter. At the enjoyment of a certain adeptus, a certain bird-like adeptus, Yugi's full potential can be unleashed in an emergency, dealing large dendro damage to my opponents, I presume, and entering an, in some sense, unsurpassed adeptal legacy state. Okay. Power-up mode. YJ radishes generated, který se bude generovat automaticky, asi, will be changed to heal and deal damage according to the skill. Explosions will heal nearby party members, and the dendro damage that will deal will be viewed as elemental burst instead. Summons Yugi in a jumping mode at intervals until the limit has been reached. The behavior of this version of Yugi is the same as the throwing mode in the skill. A maximum of 3 will exist one time, jako předtím. Movement speed is increased, dendro resistance will be increased. Adeptal legacy will end after Yugi is off field, and all remaining Yugis will carry once the state ends. Cool. Takže takový hodně hrubý nastínění toho, co to dělá, protože prostě z toho se to nedá vyčíst. Prostě jsou určitý věci, které prostě nedokážete pochopit čtením, které prostě musíte vidět aktivně přímo před sebou, se odehrávat, abyste pochopili, co se vlastně děje. Takže teď ty pasivky. Tailing on tiptoes. When Yayo is in a party, your character is not startled, Christophies and other animals when you get near them. Living beings and wildlife. Yep. Takže to má stejný jako ta Seiyu, ta malá ninjaolka. Takže to má stejný jako Seiyu, takže mi můžu nahradit za Yao, teoreticky. A bylo by to úplně v pohodě, protože je taky nestartluje ty malinký. Na alternativy. Tak. Starscatter, pasivka za lehký vylevování. While affected by the adeptal legacy state caused by the ultimate, Yaoya will constantly throw white jade radishes at nearby opponents when she is sprinting, jumping or running. She can throw one white jade radish každou půl sekundu. OK. Takže když prostě budu běhat kolem nich, tak prostě na ně bude házet ty řetkvičky, jo? OK. A pasivka za to, když ji vylevelujeme skoro do maxima. In other shoes, when white radishes explode, active characters within their AoE will regain HP every 1 second based on 1% of Yaoya's main max HP. OK, takže 1% její HP za sekundu. Takže několik stovek, protože no možná tak 100, 2 za sekundu. že kdyby měla 100 000 hápek, tak by regeneroval jenom 1000 hápek za sekundu a to už by začalo být silný a když některé charaktery mají klidně 20 000 hápek, tak jako podle mě jako tak 150 HP regen nebude až tak hyfy. Takže jako důležitější je momentálně ten Star Scatter, který je prostě hned ze začátku. Má spíru, tak vlastně tohle je attack. Elemental reaction, tak is increased, element mastery is increased. A poté co triggerne elemental reakce, jak dostane boostíky. To na attack. Pokud bude na attack, nebo pokud attack nebude něco, co bude v záporu s její specifikací, tak tu mám hodně dobrý výběr. A mám tu věci, které bych jí rád dal. Na tohle mám na Elemental Mastery, kdybych to bylo to, co potřebuje. A což stejně jako tohle, můžu si v podstatě vybrat. A tady mám crit rate. Stejně jako tady, to má Genshin teďka. Tady mám recharge, který bych technicky za to mohl přehokejovat od Rozárie. Zatím já dám ten tu Dragon Spine Spearu. By měla aspoň něco. A jak to já, tak si ji hodíme. Já jsem tady. Má takovou energii, že spíš by tady se zasloužil být někdo jiný a nechal bych Junjin v té druhé grupě. Kam bude 60, tady. Tady někdo by... Co bude pročekat? A to budu muset někdy přeorganizovat potom, nebo si nad tím zase zamyslet. Zatím ji šopnu sem. Oh, is that so? Doubt it, but sure. Další prcek je ve hře, tak už si můžete udělat z kvadru. Jenom co dám z hlavy. Jajo, Seiyu, ty už jsem vyjmenoval. Pak Klee. A ještě někdo malinký. Technicky za to Dora, když ta útočí se svým fialovým blobem, takže je to tak, takže mi přijde taková divná. Ale technicky za to je stejného krátkého vzrůstu, tak už 4 jsou, který dám z hlavy. A můžeme se rovnou tady podívat jí na zoubek. Potřebujeme tady ty jednoduché věci, když tady ty věcí moc nemám. Takže je to využiju. Takže ji vyzkoušíme. Jako spíru má Favonius spíru, kterou má Rozária teďkon. OK. Jo, z artefaktu bych mohl vyčíst. Teďkon zrovna nemůžu, ale Deepwood Memory, což je bonus Dendro Damage a bonusový efekty na Elemental Skirt a Elemental Burst. Takže zkusíme. Takže to je Centrina, ten skill je Centrina prostě, kterým mrdá ty řetkve. Jsem zkusil kolem nich běhat, jestli se aktivuje ta pasivka, ale to asi zatím není věc. Wow. 3 tyhle ty flucající králíčci s tou útynou. Jsem to postavil na hlavu. Takhle jim dám quicken. Jo, dokázala failnout ten totálně easy challenge. Takže se vešla prostě do skulinky v podlaze. Ne, nepadej. Na to začínám přicházet. Je to ten typ postavy, kterou definitivně použijete jako support a pak switchnete na main damage, kdokoliv to je u vás. Prostě začnete nějak kombat a prostě přejedete na ní, vyhodíte skill nebo ultinu nebo obojí, to vyhodíte ty dendrový flusače, a který tam zůstanou, i když prostě přehodíte zpátky na kohokoliv jinýho, který má nějakou tu synergii s tím dendrom, tak prostě děláte nějakou jinou postavu, která má dobrou dendrosynergii, jako třeba s elektrikou, tak vyvoláte svoji elektrickou postavu a mezi tím, co vy házíte elektriku do nich, tak ty flusače jsou pořád tam a hází dendro damage díky ní, takže to je asi její hlavní use. A taky jelikož je 4-starová postava, tak to je její jeden hlavní use a žádný boční zajímavý věci nemá. Co se týče funkcionality čistě, tak to je její jeden jediný hlavní gimmick. Prostě její jediný gimmick je prostě začít battle, vyhodit všechny její ty panenky, co flušou dendro, a pak prostě zmizet a předat to někomu jinému, kdo dává nějaký actual damage. protože ten ten hlavní gripe, co mám, proč dávám malý damage, je právě kvůli spear postavám jako takovým, protože speary vždycky dávají malý damage. Nebo i když tam mají podobný to číslo, tak prostě realisticky. Čo? My zase budeme mluvit. Prostě i když je tam to číslo stejný jako u jiných typů zbraní, tak realistický damage, který se promítne na tu postavu, je prostě jiný u každého typu zbraní. A u luku a těch polearmů je to absolutně nejhorší. Protože to vždycky prostě ty postavy dávají mizivý damage a to, na čem stojí nebo umřou, je jak kvalitní jsou jejich skilly a ultiny a jak kvalitní jsou jejich elementární synergie s ostatníma. Takže prostě to, na čem ona vžije, je čistě elementární synergie a její skill jako takový, jestli jsou užitečný. A když to tak shrnu, tak Dendro jako takový je pro mě tak zhruba uprostřed. Má to svoji elementární synergii, kterou aplikuje dobře, ale moc to nechápu. A jsem takovej tradicionalista, který zůstane u elektriky s vodou nebo elektriky s ohněm, radši než snažit se o něco s Dendrem, když přijde na to a potřebuju damage. Ale tady aplikace Dendra je dobrá, je jako turretový flusače, co aplikují Dendro, je jako dobrý. A co se týče damage jako takovýho, tak je to prostě špatný. No? I když ty turrety v podstatě jsou tam od toho, když se berete jako, že tam jsou od toho, aby aplikovali element, abyste mohli z toho udělat synergii s někým jiným. Když prostě to vezmete jako, že jí máte od toho, aby tam házela turety, abyste dělali elementární synergii s kýmkoliv jiným a že ten druhej bude dávat hlavní damage, tak v podstatě to ničemu ani tak nevadí. Jako buildovat na ní damage je podle mě absolutně zbytečný, protože tam nikdy žádný pořádnej nebude a vždycky budete mít nějakou postavu, která prostě v té čtveřici, která prostě bude dávat větší damage než ona, takže bude výhodnější útočit s ní hlavně. Prostě ona je tam od toho, aby házela ty skilly a ty ability, aby pomáhala v synergiích a protože tím to končí, prostě k ničemu jinému moc nemá užitek. Já si vyzvednu tohleto. A rovnou. Ding.
Huh? Did my spear just get lighter? It'd be great if it could get a little...
Máme Star Skitter. Pejte k rewardu. A podíváme se, jak teda. Dendro hypostasy se potřebuje, protože je Dendro. To je to je přesně prostě, co jsem čekal. Prostě, jakou výmluvu použijou na to, aby tam vsunuli něco ze Sumeru. Protože prostě... Protože prostě je zlíve a jakožto někdo zlíve by měla mít něco odsud, ne? Ne, prostě je Dendro elementálně, takže něco Dendro, což je v Sumeru hlavně. Takže jako... Gee, I wonder why. A je obvious reason is obvious. Ale prostě vás šuhornou do toho Sumeru. Což jako někdo, kdo si rád content dělá svým vlastním tempem a absolutně se zdráhá zuby nechty se dostávat jakkoliv blízko ke konci, což je momentálně Sumeru, tak jako mě to hodně zasahuje hodně často, když prostě téměř cokoliv se stane a prostě je to nějak závislý na Sumeru, tak prostě část toho nebo celou tu věc musím ignorovat, protože nejsem v Sumeru, nebo neprošel jsem celý Sumeru Archon Quest. Takže prostě mám smůlu, jak prostě, well, I guess it's not for me. But in any case, jsem vyrentoval tady dlouho, jakože ona má pusu na zámek rozhodně nemá, tak se rozloučíme tady s ním. To hodně už jsem slyšel všechno minule. Takže než si zase nezapovídám, uvidíme se příště u dalšího sidequestování v tomhle sidequest arku. Děkuji, že jste se dívali. Uvidíme se příště a pokud budete spát, tak dobrou noc.